was chosen by his peers, and it's the student speaker, and that is Ritvik Chatani. Ritvik. Ritvik joined the school in grade 11. We were previously up in Montego Bay. And I've been nothing but impressed. I've only been here since August, but I've been been impressed by this young man. He really is a delightful person. The values, when we think of the core values, they reflect him, his integrity, his leadership, and his genuine care for the school and also for others. He is very mature for his age. It really has been a pleasure getting to know him, and I'm delighted to introduce Ritvik to speak for the class of 2020.
It's really impossible to speak with this ponytail. Hold on, one second. Before I start my speech, I have a serious question, like of paramount importance, like finding the coronavirus vaccine so that carnival can still happen important. Okay, now that you're listening to me, why am I up here? President Obama gave a brilliant, inspiring speech just for the graduating class of 2020, but no, that wasn't enough for you guys. Sure, my man, I forget all time, bumblebee mattress bed, and I, poor Ritvik Chatani, had to forego a whole day's worth of scrolling through TikToks on my sofa just to write this mediocre speech. In fact, Mr. Walker had the nerve to email me Monday evening saying that he wanted the speech on Wednesday morning. So, like the first draft of my COK essay, I started it the night before it was due. Hope it's good. What fun times. Do you remember how we used to wake up early every day to get to class by 7:45? Well, for some... Well, you know, for some people, they thought that school started at 8:30 stills. Capri. Sorry. I do have corona, I promise. Anyway, and all the foolishness we would do throughout the day. I would show videos taken during our senior year, but you know, we kind of weren't allowed our cell phones. Next, the myriad of classes and schoolwork. Sometimes it honestly felt like a never-ending cycle. Learn, assimilate, test, rinse and repeat. Occasionally we would even lose a soldier. Tears cascading and stress rippling through our bloodstream, anxious over meeting a deadline or coming for a test. Visits to Shalini became part of our regular schedule. It was our safe haven. We would question, is this what I really want? Am I happy with who I am becoming? And do I even want to go to college? Let's be real. We struggled, yeah. But as the great Dumbledore put it, happiness can be found in the darkest of times if one only remembers just to turn on the light. Our lights were each other. And we made our lights shine so bright. We flourished, ticked every single checkbox. From our swimming beasts, chess masters, actors, artists, astute scholars, to the musically inclined. AISK's class of 2020 turned on their lights in the most brilliant way possible. But none of this could have been possible on our own. First and foremost, on behalf of the graduating class of 2020, I would like to thank all the teachers and principals, both past and present. You have molded us into you have molded us into the brilliant, motivated, and driven individuals that sit here before you today. The knowledge we gained, both in and out of class, is invaluable. I truly believe that we wouldn't be able to foster these kind of relationships how we've been at any other institution. We will forever cherish each member of the AISK community, from the on-the-go administrative faculty to the ever-so-caring ancillary staff, from our vigilant security guards to the caring members at AIM. We couldn't have done it without you guys. And of course, how could I forget the parents? You brought us into the world. Your your endless support, and let's be honest, your constant nagging is what got us here today. And to be honest, we are eternally grateful. It's unbelievable, actually. I have never experienced such warmth from a school. From the very first day, we were never treated as students, but rather we were nurtured as children. College Green Avenue became the address of our second home. The canteen was our kitchen, the media center our living room, classrooms our office, the nurse's office our bedroom, and the bathroom, well, the bathroom, I guess. We made brothers and sisters from all walks of life. Korea, Mexico, the United States, India, Hong Kong, Great Britain, among many others. I am proud to be a part of all of your lives. And do you know why? It's because you are headstrong. It's because you are stubborn. But you know what? It's because you are also compassionate. I know that I could depend on any one of you for personal or academic help regardless of circumstances. And sure, we may not see eye to eye for something, but which family ever does? It's this chaotic interdependence that we thrive on and have been thriving on for the past few years. Graduates, I don't want to give you any quotes or words of wisdom and bore you more than I already have. Instead, I just want to point out a few things. We have been sheltered for almost all of our lives, whether you'd like to hear it or not. Out there, that's the real world. In fact, right now it resembles more of a desolate, distorted dystopia. Alliteration points. And everything we do from now, it's our responsibility. And you know what? It scares me. It scares me that in a few years, Frank will have to be finding a job, or Leanne will have to be starting a family. Sorry, Dr. Beck said that was just a random name. Sorry. But most of all, it scares me that life may not go back to normal for the next few years. But that's really just the way it goes, right? That's the way our life works. The only thing constant is change. So what do? We take what we get, ride the current, and wait it all out. Seems like the only reasonable thing an 18-year-old can do. But you see, that's the issue. We're not a regular set of 18-year-olds. We have saved lives. We organized blood drives and donated to people in need. We helped our environment. We toiled in the scorching sun to pick up plastic. We care for others. We have visited children's homes and hospitals weekly just to put a smile on someone's face. We implemented and executed a plethora of other ideas, fundraisers, and events. Graduating class of 2020, we are ready. Just promise me two things, though, before I leave. One, know your worth. And two, use that worth to live your own life and not someone else's. Don't conform to society's expectations of you. Pursue what you want to do. Because if this pandemic has taught us anything, is that our years on this earth are always numbered. So don't sit at home and watch Tiger King all day. Hone a skill. Learn a new one. Or better yet, help out your community. We have all the time in the world right now. Don't waste it. It's funny because with all this time I've actually been thinking, this whole quarantine, what is the point of life? Oh, I don't know the answer. But I know. No, I am confident that we will only be able to start answering that question once we exit College Green Avenue. Thank you, and all the best.
Good job, Ritvik. Good job. Thank you, Ritvik. I'd now like to bring up and introduce the head of the board, Mr. Peter Malhado. And
I just want to say, Ritvik, you really earned the bling on your parents' car there. Really well done. Captivating and profound speech. Thank you so much.